Your mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Again, it's been another million years since my last upload, and again, I'm very sorry. Some of you might know that there's been some stuff going on, and I'm here to update you guys on all of that stuff. And I've been stockpiling a small collection of manga since, the last upload, so I hope you enjoy this video. I'll start off with the manga first because that's actually, what this channel is all about. So, here we go. So, I didn't get that many, that's it. But, so this is where I'm trying to kind of finalize my collection and buy all the stuff that I've been meaning to buy so that I can kind of cull properly and kind of declutter all the series that I don't really want to keep. So with that in mind, I started buying stuff that I've just been meaning to get for a while, and some of you guys might know that I really enjoy the medieval torture manga Wolfsmund. So I got the complete 8-volume series. I had volume 1. I bought volume 1 a while before because I was noticing it going out of print. And unfortunately, that volume is out of print, but I don't think it's that expensive if you want to try and track it down. So I say, but it might be very different. By the time I upload, the price might be different. But from memory, I don't think it's that expensive. So if you guys are interested, it's only an 8-volume series. Obviously, it's published by Vertical, which is why it's out of print now. But I got the rest of them, so here is volume 2 to 8. Yep, starting from here all the way to here. I'll show you the covers. Sorry, I just got up. I'm a little bit exhausted, honestly. Volume 2. I kind of want to talk about volume 3 a little bit later, but this is volume 3. This is volume 4. Volume 6. Volume 7. If you can't tell, those are some mountain goats with some wolves. And this is the final volume, volume 8. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about with volume 3 is that there's a blurb, what do you call them? Those recommendations at the back of the book. I found one on volume 3 that really just annoys the crap out of me. And I thought I'd share it with you. So this is my pet peeve among all anime and manga communities. But here, I'll read it out to you. So one of the reviews says, read it please, read this please. This is seinen and you won't get angsty teenagers dealing with stuff or magical girls saving the world. Here be adult stuff. That attitude towards certain genres of manga really just annoys me so much. There's nothing wrong with shonen, there's nothing wrong with magical girls. But it makes it sound like it's less than seinen. Honestly, seinen can be pretty angsty as well. So I don't know I just hate how they had to do that, bring down other genres to try to make seinen seem better somehow. It's not better, it's just different. And honestly, it just drives me crazy. I hate it so much when people do this. But I see it a lot in the seinen audience or the josei audience or anything mature audience. Honestly, just stupid. But anyway, it is a mature book and I do love Wolfsman, but I don't think it's necessary to drag seinen, shonen or magical girls or any other genre like that. That is more general taste and stuff like that. I just don't get it. And also seinen can be really stupid. Like there is some really awful seinen stuff, like really boring or really unentertaining. So it's not like all seinen is like this. They're not all like berserk or dark or anything like that. Some of them can be like weird loser fantasy sort of things. So yeah, that is my opinion on that kind of stuff. So just don't drag other people's taste. I just think that's really mean. Anyway, so I also noticed that Bizarre Individual purchased Prophecy. I had Prophecy volume 1 and 2, so I just went ahead and finished off the collection by getting volume 3. I think this is the last volume. I think, actually can't be sure. Yes, so volume 3 is the last volume. So I went ahead and completed the set. I actually don't know if I'm going to keep this, but this is another like mature series. For Shonen Jump, because obviously I did get Shonen Jump, I got Demon Slayer. My friend told me about this while she was in Japan and before it got an English release, but I've been kind of behind on my manga backlog, so I didn't get to this, but now that it's in English, I thought I'd try it. I really enjoy the art style, and everyone knows I love yokai and all these like ghosts and supernatural stuff, so I'm really liking it so far. We'll see how it goes, because you never know with shonen. They all start super strong, and then it's like a test of time whether it lasts or consistently is good and that kind of stuff. So far so good. Demon Slayer is really fun, and I really enjoy the visual element of it. I didn't watch too much anime in between. Actually, I watched quite a bit, but the one series that I finished is Made in Abyss, and the reason why I finished that one was because there were some figures of Nanachi, one of the characters in Made in Abyss, that came out, and I was wondering if I would kind of feel bad if I missed out on the pre-orders for that. So I binge watched Made in Abyss, and honestly it is beautiful and I love it so much. It has that wonderful spirit of adventure that I love so much in shonen series, and it's kind of dark, which I also really like. So it's like the perfect mix between the really comfortable, familiar, and super disturbing and taboo. I also think it's uncomfortable for a lot of people to watch this series if they are from the West in particular. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty interesting, so I didn't end up buying that figure, but I got 5 volumes of Made in Abyss, and these are published by 7 Seas. I really do like them, 7 Seas. This is volume 1. I think it's interesting that this manga is kind of done in this ink wash style. Makes me wish it was in color actually, but I think it's just in a black and white wash, which I don't know, it's interesting that they did it this way. I'm not a big fan of midtones in manga, but this is an exception. I feel like the sketchiness of it adds to kind of like this is a documentation of an adventure kind of feeling. I don't know, I think it's really good. Anyway, so that is volume 1. Here is volume 2. Volume 3. That's Nanachi, the character. So cute. 4. And 5. So, if you guys were curious, if you guys were curious on where the anime season 1 leaves off. I think it's kind of at the end of volume 3. Let me just check. Yeah, basically season 1 ends in volume 3. So there's a lot more to enjoy. I'm looking forward to season 2 of Made in Abyss. Yeah, it's become one of my favorite series. So if it comes out on Blu-ray, you betcha I'm gonna get that as well. Even though I kind of stopped collecting like so actively, I am still gonna keep my anime and manga collection. I don't know what the size will be, but yeah, I'm still gonna keep that. So it will be one of my permanent, I think. I might change my mind. We never know with these things. You know, your tastes change and all of that. So yeah. Anyway, that is all the manga that I've hauled in the time that I haven't seen you guys. In between that though, a lot has been happening. So today marks the day I finally quit my job, and I did my last shift yesterday. Sorry, I'm a little bit croaky. I did my last shift yesterday, so today is my first day as kind of like an unemployed make or break kind of thing. So for the past month or so, I think I've spent every free day working on my projects, and I'm super excited to announce that this year I got into a kind of like a New Zealand comic illustration artist event called ChromaCon. I got in, yay! Which is pretty amazing because I didn't think my anime-ness would get accepted into that. And honestly, on a side note, I'm really not embarrassed about having an anime art style. And I think it's sad that people kind of bully the anime artists in the cartoon illustration community. But I'm super glad that I got in, and hopefully I can show people like the flexibility and the great awesomeness of the anime style. I mean, it's very broad. It's really hard to define anyway, but yeah, I hope I can do well in that convention, so I'm busy preparing for that. I also have another thing I'm starting up really soon, but it's not there yet, so maybe give it another week or two, and maybe I'll make another announcement announcing that stuff, and finally having it available to the public. So that is where I'm at the moment, which is why it's been so quiet for you guys on this channel, but really busy and crazy here for me. And if you might have noticed, I'm in a new space. This is actually the original space. Behind me used to be the bookshelves, the kind of yellowish bookshelves, and this is the flooded room. The floors are all repaired now, and it's just a matter of me moving stuff back in, but I've decided to kind of change the layout and use this for my startup stuff and make it kind of like a studio office thing for that stuff. Obviously, I will tell you more about that stuff. Shots for how many times I said stuff. You guys will be wasted. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm trying to sort something out, and I do still have some manga, some figures on the way, and I still want to get a few more things. It's a never-ending cycle, but because I quit my job, I don't really have a consistent income, which is why it's gonna slow down quite a bit, and I'm also gonna try and focus all of whatever I do have and whatever I have saved up into these new projects that I'm trying to work on. So yeah, if you guys want to support me in this channel, I don't really like to talk about this stuff, but I do have a coffee or stuff like that down in the links below. I actually don't recommend you join my Patreon because honestly, I'm not consistent enough to warrant your consistent patronage. But if you do feel like donating once in a while, then I do have a Ko-fi, whatever, link in the description below. And yeah, I think that's everything. It's been a while, guys. Nice to see you again. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope to see you guys soon. Goodbye!